Durant talking about LeBron. Quote, I get why anyone wouldn't want to be in that environment because it's toxic. He said this during a longer interview with Rick Bucher, Bleach Report, for an article titled, Why Doesn't Anyone Want to Play with LeBron Anymore? Bill Plaschke, this is now orbiting your account at least. What are you hearing there?
This is smack dab in my account. Oh, so you think it's toxic down here, KD? Then don't come. We don't want you. That's fine. We'll cross that off the list.
Woo,
if by toxic,
Bill.
he
means not about you.
He means LeBron gets all the attention. Fine. If by toxic he means he'd have to share the stage with LeBron, yes. LeBron commands all the media attention down here because he's the greatest player ever. That's why he does it. And talk about the media being fanboys and groupies. Well, geez, that means if listening to a player, an enlightened player, give interesting and insightful comments, and he talks all the time, if that means being a fanboy, then that's ridiculous. Durant, this is a complete cop-out of Durant not wanting to, again, share the limelight and come to a place where it's challenging and exciting and, and energetic. And trying to, because he can't be the man here. LA doesn't want him if he's going to be like this.
Plaschke.
That's toxic. Wow. He's toxic. His quotes are toxic.
Okay, all right, settle down. I mean, this is almost like you got caught up in your own feelings here. You got a little personal for you, Sarah. You're shaking your head no. What's that about?
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't get the flames for the hotness of the take, we don't want you and we don't need you, to Kevin Durant. And then somehow finishing with this is just another sign of Durant not wanting to join big talent. I mean, that's the entire knock on him. The point is that a lot of people in the league are looking at what happened to Durant when he went and joined a stacked team and the criticism and the cupcake nicknames, and maybe they're saying to themselves, I don't want to be that guy who becomes a barnacle to LeBron's whale, whether that's because of media attention, and you might think it's unfair to say that they're fanboys, and I think probably it is, but that doesn't change that if you're a player like Durant who is sensitive to criticism and you see LeBron getting heaps of praise all the time, that you are not going to internalize that in ways that's going to be difficult for you to join. I understand his point. I'm not saying it's right, but there are plenty of players who seem to be saying exactly what Kevin Durant is, which is this is a whole different kind of superstar that you're joining. I'd rather do it elsewhere.
But something you said there made me think, if you're going to put this Kevin Durant on a couch and you're going to analyze what's happening here, you think he thinks LeBron is getting off easy by members of the media, something that Durant doesn't get. That's what you're saying here? Gutierrez?
Yeah, which is not actually what's happening, but that's how he's seeing it because of his sensitivity.
What do you think of that?
I do think Durant makes some good points here. He's probably generalizing, probably going a little bit strong. But when you consider the point that, he's underappreciated currently in Golden State, right? So maybe he's projecting a little bit and saying, hey, people playing next to LeBron will further be underappreciated. You could say Kyrie Irving felt the same way, and that's why he demanded a trade. I would argue, though, that there are talents out there, somebody like Kawhi Leonard, who probably doesn't want a whole lot of spotlight, who doesn't want that media attention, and can play alongside LeBron James. And if you consider the style of play, listen, LeBron James is going to continue to decline. Even when he was next to Kyrie Irving, there were plenty of times where he just let Kyrie Irving go to work, especially when he was hot, and he could save his legs. And at this point in his career, he's going to need that more and more, and I'm pretty sure he'd be willing to allow that. So while I do think Kevin had some decent points there, it's a little bit of old sort of revisionist history and a little bit of stuff that he's sort of projecting maybe because he's a little underappreciated.
Frank Isola.
Bill Plaschke is too close to the forest to see Boban Marjanovic, because here's the deal, Bill. He could go to the Clippers. That's the team that wants him. Go ask Doc Rivers and Steve Ballmer if they don't want Kevin Durant. It's not a knock against you. And Izzy brought up a great point. Kyrie Irving is a respected player in the league. The fact that he left there and Kyrie Irving talks to a lot of players, there has something to be said about this. Remember last year, all we heard all year long, Paul George, he's going to the Lakers. He's definitely going to the Lakers. Did that happen? No. One other thing, though, about Kevin Durant, which I think is funny, way back when the Oklahoman had the headline on the sports section that said, Mr. Unreliable. Remember how upset that Kevin Durant got at that? He wanted the media to be fanboys for him, which is surprising now that he has a problem, that the perception that he thinks the media is that way for LeBron.
Didn't the Oklahoman issue an apology after that? Do I remember that correctly as well?
Which was
well, the point is both things can be true, right? LeBron could be a kind of guy that maybe some people don't want to get in his orbit because it's difficult to play with him, and that Kevin Durant is hyper-analyzing this situation. Plaschke, you can get back in.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that I won't say that the Lakers can't use Kevin Durant. That's absurd. Of course they can use Kevin Durant. Of course they would want Kevin Durant. But if he doesn't want to be in the environment where LeBron is the man and when LeBron kind of runs everything and LeBron carries everybody with him, then he shouldn't come here, because that's what it's like down here now. And they will, if they get a second superstar, they will win a championship. So if he wants to win another championship, he would come
Isola.
And to be fair, if he wants a soft media, come right here in New York. Because
I thought you were going to say LA.
we're not as tough
Okay,
as people
all
think
right,
we
all
are.
right.
We're not as tough as people
Did
think
anybody
we
hear
are.
Plaschke say if he wants a championship, come to LA? You realize he's in Golden State right now. You realize that's where the championships have been.
Right, but if he wants another one,
Oh boy. Oh, come on.